Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Winnie, do you have a verse you'd like to sing? So coming together, joining together tonight, joining our hearts and souls together for Heart Center Connection. The Heart Center, we are a loving community where you can share your strength, your challenges with total freedom, total authenticity. Welcome here to the Heart Center tonight for a very special edition, our third anniversary of the Heart Center. That's right, everyone. It is 3 years since the Heart Center's been in operation. And we thought we'd celebrate tonight by Winnie and I talking about what our experience has been in the last 3 years and our amazing journey to come to you along the way. I am, of course, Jay Dubois, PhD. I am an expert in human relationships and bringing our nervous system into harmony, bringing ourselves down to a regulated and well-connected nervous system. Really happy that you can be with us tonight for this special edition. And I'm really looking forward to this conversation with my dear Winnie Chan Wang. So Winnie, as you know, is a licensed acupuncturist with science degrees from NYU, MIT, as well as over a decade's experience as an acupuncturist, a Chinese medicine doctor. She is a Tao calligraphy light wall practitioner. And she's just come from an amazing trip to India where I got to see her as a powerful servant, delivering to audiences, audiences of doctors, audiences of students, audiences of practitioners. And it was incredible to watch her in action, to see her in so many audiences with so much energy. And I really love to welcome her here tonight, Heart Center Connection. Please help me welcome our dear Winnie Chan Wang. Winnie? Okay, so perhaps not. So why don't we do some practice together while we're waiting? So everyone, join me, closing your eyes. Put your hand, one hand over your heart, one hand over your lower abdomen. Tonight we'll start by activating our chi channel. And the way that we do this is we sing to open and welcome each chakra. And the sacred sounds are Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Yi Wang Yo. Inhale to begin. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Yi Wang Yo. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Yi Wang Yo. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Wang Yo. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Wang Yo. Hei Hung Hung Si Ji Wang Yo. See the energy at each center as you sing. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Wang Yo. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Wang Yo. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Wang Yo. Watch the energy go in a circular pattern as you sing. Hei Hung Hung Ah, Shi Wang Yo. 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 Now we'll do the Jing channel, which is the reverse. So we start with Yo Wang Yi Shi Ah Hung Hung Hei. 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 Visualize the circle working in the opposite direction. Yo Wang Yi Shi Ah Hung Hung Hei. Yo Wang Yi Shi Ah Hung Hung Hei. Wang Hei Hung Yo. 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 So here we're visualizing the top chakra, seventh chakra, and the base chakra, Wang Hei, and then Hung here at the beneath the belly button Yo, we imagine, we see the energy, we visualize it going both ways up the back of our spine. Again, one more time. Yo, Wang Yi Xia Hong Hong He. Yo, Wang Yi Xia Hong Hong He. And now, Wang He Hong Yo. 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 Okay, great. How do we feel, everyone? Check in with yourself, check in with your body, see where you are compared to where we began. Feel free to share within the chat. Feel free to come on camera at any time. We love to hear from you, and we love to hear your feedback. So please feel free to come on camera, tell us what's coming up for you this week and what is working for you, what isn't. So now I'd love to reintroduce Winnie Chan Wang, who's, of course, a licensed acupuncturist and with 4 science degrees, including from MIT. She is our resident expert on traditional Chinese medicine. She's also an amazing practitioner here of Tao Calligraphy Lightwall. And I wonder if you come on, Winnie, and share with us a little bit about, well, let's get into talking how we began the Heart Center and your role. Go ahead. Thank you, Winnie. Hello.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. So, I want to take a moment and get real with you all. So, with your eyes fully open, look inside your heart. And look inside your stomach. Look inside your uterus if you have one. If not, you can look at your small intestine, large intestine. And then look into your pelvis. Notice what's coming up at this moment. You know, Master Sha says that after teaching many years, Shakyamuni Buddha said, I taught nothing. And today we gather to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of Heart Center LA. And if you ask me what did I accomplish, I'll tell you I accomplished nothing. Thank you for the laughter. What does it mean that Shakyamuni Buddha had 200 disciples and he taught nothing? And what does it mean that we've run Heart Center for 3 years and we've accomplished nothing? Yes, Jay?
Well, I don't want to say that we've accomplished the same nothing that Shakyamuni Buddha did in 3 years. I don't think we quite reached that nothing, that nothing yet. But the reason I'm playing on words, of course, is the nothing, perhaps, that Shakyamuni Buddha is referring to is emptiness. Right? He was trying to teach his students to achieve exactly that, nothing, complete and total stillness. Now, when I don't know about everyone else, but when I did the exercise that you led us in, the deeper I got through my heart, into my abdomen, my intestines, my pelvis, the more I found nothing. There were some initial discomforts, some things that I've been concerned with, but as soon as I brought my attention deeper within, what I found was nothing. And it is our great honor at the Heart Center to help, for each of us to help the other do nothing.
Wow. Yeah, Chloe is laughing also. I know this is going to be a really solidly awesome episode. So I want to share this 3 years of doing nothing. It's not that I did nothing, but actually, it was like the tide came in and then the tide left. There was high tide and then there was low tide. And I just felt that it wasn't like I was building and growing something, but I was constantly in like sunrise and sunset and sunrise and sunset. You can call it like birthing something and then letting something go, and then birthing something and letting every go. And what it really felt like, honestly, just like a woman menstruate and ovulate, I felt that these last 3 years really taught me about the circle. You know, Tao is a circle, and I felt like, you know, Master Sha teach about the Tao creation and the Tao reverse creation. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just buy any of his books and read, because I'm not yet certified to teach the Tao 1 and the Tao 2 books. But that is fundamentally what I experienced with Heart Center LA. And I'm not even going to say I learned it, because, you know, there's actually nothing to learn but just to witness, to experience. And I can honestly say that the old Winnie gets stuck in the circle. The Winnie 3 years ago would be like cat, 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 cat. So it would be like, it takes very long time for me to get stuck. But the Winnie that is after 3 years of Heart Center can navigate any part of the circle. The birthing part, and also the decomposing, the recycling, the rotting, going back to Tao part. And I just want to break down for you a little bit about the history, some stories, and really what I experienced. I'm not going to even say what I learned from it. I'm just going to say what I experienced from it. So Heart Center, LA was founded because Howie Liang had this big heart. He wanted to bring the light of Tao calligraphy to Southern California. And as innocent as I was like, well, he can't possibly do it alone. Let me jump in and help him. And so that is how I got started. At that time, I didn't have many of the certifications that I have now, only this hard to be an assistant. And what I was thinking about is, are there dirty dishes in the sink? Do I need to buy toilet paper? Do we have enough flyers and brochures? And how do the graphics look? So I was really more an assistant. And this is where I learned how to be a team member. Because being a team member, we work with different egos, isn't it? So every single person has a different communication style. And one of the greatest gifts that come of Heart Center LA was that I learned to work with every personality style. And the peak of this experience was when I was doing the original Dao calligraphy exhibit, when I was leading a team of 9 other practitioners, coordinating this event. And even there was this person fighting with this person and this person not liking this person. And I'm in the middle of it. And I get to hear all kinds of complaints, suggestions, things breaking down, and just being in this place. But then just rolling with it because the show must go on, right? Life must go on. And then I experienced the transition of the partnership when Howie decided to transition to another service. And so can you imagine, I've been entering this company as an assistant thinking that I'll do some Canva, I'll wash some dishes, and I'll tell a couple jokes. And little did I know, then I turned into the leader of Heart Center. And at that time, I learned to be still. I learned how to take small steps. I learned how to keep going. I learned how to smile when things didn't work out. I learned how to recover passwords. And I learned for the first time how to hire, delegate, and run a team. And 2025 was another interesting year. We have the wildfire and ice and layoff AI. So this is where I said, it's like there was the gathering of people, and then there was also the time to let go. So we've created programs, we've also transitioned the programs. And I'm so grateful that on the visible level, we may not look like we have what other third dimension folks call success. But I can assure you that on an ancestral level, on a vibrational level, I've achieved something that my parents and my ancestors cannot even begin to dream of. Total freedom. The freedom to say yes and the freedom to say no. The freedom to choose being totally in the flesh and the material world, loving and honoring, deeply enjoying the ego, and being totally spiritual. And so, with that, I'd like to ask Jay to share a couple things that he experienced on this journey.
Thank you so much, Winnie. As Winnie shared, it's been a very profound journey along the way. I also thought that I would be just a support system for Winnie and Howie, and didn't really know what any of this was going to take, and frankly was pretty naive when we started. But each of us at the Heart Center has this heart of service where we just show up and say, okay, well, there's chairs that need to get set up, so let's set up some chairs. Let's, we got to check people in, so let's make a check-in sheet. And we just built from there, step by step, bit by bit, uh, until now we have systems. So, of course, along the way, especially this moment that Winnie refers to where we transitioned through the partnership, there were some interesting moments, some moments where things didn't go quite like the storybook. But what I will say is I will always have the incredible people that we met along the way as we built towards having a heart center that could truly be a community. At first, we thought of ourselves as a spiritual community, and people would gather and we would trace calligraphies, and it was a really fun experience that I would not have missed. But as a business, we were not moving in the correct direction. So we have had to adjust and turn the Heart Center into a business that runs at the speed of the 21st century. And the way to do this hasn't always been straightforward. But I want to take a moment here, really acknowledge some of the people who were there at the beginning of the Heart Center supporting us. People like April, people like Nico, Pamela, and others who would gather with us week after week and share community with us. In fact, to each and every soul who has shared community with us in the last 3 years at the Heart Center, to each and every soul who is with us in this moment, online, watching us on social media, to every single person who's in the room, every single person who watches a recording later, I want to honor you. I want to honor you for showing up, not just for the Heart Center, but for showing up for your own need for community, showing up for your need for healing in your body, in your relationships, in your life. I want to honor each and every soul who has supported us, who's acknowledged us, every soul who has received a session through the Heart Center. I want to especially honor Howie, our co-founder, who gave us all for 2 years. I want to honor the people at the Awareness Center, where we used to hold space. Just for a moment, feel your connection with all these other souls and send love and appreciation towards these souls. We are a circle. We may come and go in each other's lives, but the ways that we have touched each other, the ways that we've supported each other, the ways that we've loved each other remain indelibly etched into our soul. So thank you. We love you. We honor you. And we deeply appreciate you. To Master Sha and each and every Master Sha student who has spent time with us at the Heart Center, who we've hosted, or who's joined us online, give a special note of thanks for your support, your inspiration, and your love. To all of the calligraphies that we've had the great opportunity, great fortune to work with. And one more time, I cannot thank enough all of the souls who supported us, joined us, uplifted us, held space for us. A community is a gathering of souls. I'm very moved by the quality of souls who have shown up for us. We are deeply honored and deeply grateful. Winnie, would you like to add anything here?
Hello, everybody. I have two special messages to deliver this evening. The very first message is to talk about the law of Shen Qi Jing, but applied to a relationship. So maybe some of you want a boyfriend. Maybe some of you want a girlfriend. Maybe you're dating and you're looking for the engagement ring. I'm not wearing one right now, but I do have one. Maybe you're married and you're so unhappy you want to get a divorce, but you're just staying together for the kids. Or maybe you're divorced, you're looking to have a harmonious co-parenting relationship with the very person that you could not stand. Why this is important is because Master Sha teaches something. 万法归宗, which means 10,000 dharmas go back to the source. Now, I always like to say this thing. It's like it doesn't matter if it's a white cat or a black cat. The cat that can catch the mouse is a good cat. So, yes, I love Dao calligraphy. I love Dao hands. I love the Heart Sutra. I love many things that Master Sha taught. Yes, and there are also other experts that also do very meaningful transformation work that can lead people from suffering to freedom. And that is the current evolution of the Heart Center LA, where we will periodically bring on podcast guests who specialize on something. So if you're watching this right now and you want to come share your magic of how you take people from suffering and frustration to being free and being fulfilled, then please let us know. We are taking Heart Center to the ultimate source, which is the oneness. So yes, now we're going to talk about the law of Shen Qi Jing. So Ma Shasha, he is a Western medical, he's trained in Western medicine, Chinese medicine, and a world-renowned healer. My favorite part about Ma Shasha is that he is a philanthropist. Not only is he the founder of Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation, but this man genuinely gives himself, I don't even think there's English words for that. So I'm just going to do the motion to explain what Master Sha is doing, which is he's giving and 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 giving. You know, this is what I told April today. You know, a lot of these social media accounts, they get a lot of hits. Why? Because they have pictures of five-star hotels. They have pictures of Michelin star restaurants. They are pictures of different cruises, vacations, popularity parties, Hermes bags, Lamborghini cars. But I said, actually, am I weird? But I'm not really chasing those things. I get lit up when I learn how to let go. I get lit up when I read the Tao Te Ching. I get lit up when I talk about the Tao. Tao, 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 Tao. And so it might not be a very popular account yet, because not a big percentage of humanity is attracted to this topic, because it's not the shiny object syndrome. There's no diamonds.
Dow, 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 dow.
So I want to return to the law of Shen Qi Jing and really deliver the value, because maybe you're watching, maybe you're a man and you haven't really had intimacy for many years. Maybe you're afraid of women. Like you really want to have a woman in your bed, but you're actually secretly afraid of them. Or maybe you are a woman who really wants to be loved, but then it feels really hard to find the right one. So let me break down the law of Shen Qi Jing for you. And tonight, really want to talk about how do we bring relationship to the Jing level so that the man or the woman of your dreams can actually show up first at the park, eventually on your bed. Okay, so yes, we're gonna actually go through the law of Shen Qi Jing. So the law of Shen Qi Jing says that everyone and everything is made up of soul, heart, mind, energy, and body. And I don't know if the team is able to bring up
It's
the
up
law of
behind you.
Shang-Chi. Okay, perfect. So a soul is the warehouse of information. Guess what? The soul is the boss. So the amount of frustration or fulfillment you can experience in a relationship is determined by whether you have pluses or minuses in this warehouse. And that is definitely the biggest benefit of doing Heart Center LA for 3 years, because my relationships have purified, not just every single day, but every single second. Woo! And then below the soul is the heart. The heart is the receiver, right? How open is your heart? How much of yourself do you accept? How much does the war in the Middle East do you accept? How much do the calories from the cake do you accept? You know, recently I've been treating a lot of allergies, gluten allergies. Oh, today I had a client allergic to blueberries, raspberries, and pineapple. A really long list, right? Dogs, cats. So, and then when I started unpacking, you know, this is why I love my job, because the body doesn't lie. The hips don't lie, the arms don't lie. That if you look at the law of Shen Qi Jing, there is an arrow that points from the matter back to the soul. So I'm touching her arm. She's like, Winnie, I don't understand why I sweat profusely under my armpits. So here's the thing, armpit, there's an acupuncture point called Heart One. And I was like checking her, and there's something called a Tao pendulum, which is something that tells you yes and no. And I saw there was a lot of blockage in her heart channel. And then also using the Tao pendulum, I said, hey, how's your relationship with your dad? And then she started bawling. And she told me my dad was this, my dad was this, my dad was this. And I didn't like this, I didn't like that, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. So the symptoms she manifested included premature menopause. It included profuse sweating, weight gain, and lower back pain, itchiness all over her body, nasal congestion. And so I really want to help this woman transform her relationship with her dad. And this is, I'm giving you behind the scenes what it actually takes to work with somebody, because until you become a parent, you don't understand how difficult it is to be a parent. Until you become a teacher, you don't understand how hard it is to be a teacher. So if you are a student and you have not yet been a teacher or a parent, chances are you complain, oh, my mother is this, my father is this, my teacher is this, A, B, C, D, E. Maybe my spouse is this. Oh yeah, I got one of those clients today too. See, what humanity needs to understand is when there's something you don't like about your father, your mother, your teacher, your husband, your wife, where does it show up? it shows up. This client I have, anxiety so bad that she vomited.
Mm.
And they went to ER, and she did all kinds of CT scan. They thought for sure she has like a blood clot in the brain or something, but there was nothing. You know why? Because the brain causes birth, old, sick, die. So that tells you the next level on the law of Shen Qi Jing is the mind. The mind is the processor of the information. So guess what? Have you ever entered a negative loop of the mind where you think, oh, my husband is a bad person, and then you found 500 convincing supporting arguments why your husband is bad? Oh, my teacher is a bad teacher, and then you find 500 supporting evidence why my teacher is bad. So this is the thing, is that the brain can either be negative or it can be positive. If you want to find 500 reasons to thank your teachers, you can. If you want to find 500 teachers to like Winnie and the Heart Center, you also can. If you want to find 500 reasons to fall in love with the person that share your bed, you can. So let me ask you this. Do you want to make an enemy of yourself and constantly see, I don't like he does this, I don't like she does that, and manifest high blood pressure, manifest profuse sweating, manifest vomiting, allergies? So the body is the report card. You know, sometimes I tell people something and they say, I'm not this. I just smile. You know what Master Sha says? Do not leak your energy. That brings me to the fourth point of the law of Shen Qi Jing, which is energy. So energy is the actioner. Energy allows me to take action. For example, if I have $100 a day of energy, if I spent $100 getting angry at this person and $100 afraid of how I'm going to pay my bills tomorrow, and $100 on trying to explain myself to a really dumb person who's not going to understand me, you know, I got some laughter here. So I'm always going to share this, shortly before my divorce or shortly after my divorce, one of my mentor asked me this, Winnie, who's the dumb person? The person who doesn't get it or the person trying to prove to the dumb person? It's actually the person who's trying to teach the dumb person something. That is the dumber of the persons. Why? Because they are leaking the precious Shen Qi Jing. That is why I tell you in the beginning statement, the most profound thing that I experienced in my 3 years of Heart Center is learning not just how to say yes, but learning how to say no. What does say no mean? It means having perfect clarity to the situation and knowing exactly when to walk away. Master Sha teaches this called Shan Hu Nian, which is carefully guard your thoughts, right? How many people have a to-do list? How many people get overwhelmed by, oh my God, there's so many things on my to-do list. Oh my God, I think I'm 3 months behind on the things I actually want to accomplish 3 months ago. Here's the secret. If you have an unmanageable to-do list, if you've ever felt a single minute of overwhelm, it is not because there's too much on your plate, it's because you've been a dumb person and you've wasted your Shen Qi Jing on dumb people. It means that there are too many situations when you should have walked away from the unproductive situation that was only going to waste your time, your money, and your life force. Now, in the third dimension, time is linear, right? If we look at the second hand, tick, tock, tick, tock. Every second that passes, we're not going to get it back. So if I waste my Shen Qi Jing on somebody who is not going to get it, or I build a spreadsheet that nobody is going to see, if I use my time on research project and then they don't end up doing anything, what am I doing? Wasting my life. Okay, so very exciting. Law of Shen Qi Jing chart. The last thing is the Jing. So you say you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or so you say you want to put a ring on it, or so you say you want to improve the marriage. After energy comes the matter, the Jing of the relationship. What does that mean, the Jing of a relationship? How do I talk about the Jing of a relationship when I currently don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend in my arms? That the lack of boyfriend or girlfriend in your arms when you actually want a boyfriend or girlfriend in your arms is the Jing, right? Jing is the data. Jing is the evidence. Jing is the things that you can measure. For example, how many months since the last time you had a man or a lady in your arms? That is the data. So one of the things that I'm so grateful for is everything that Master Sha creates is just pure genius. Lately, he created a program called Soulfulness Leadership, and the next round is about accountability and how to move forward despite opposition. When I heard that those things are going to be taught, I was like, yeah. In fact, I really started working on my accountability. What does accountability mean? It means looking at your Jing, looking at the data, it means stepping on the scale and finding out how many pounds do you weigh today. It means looking at the mirror. Is your spine straight? Is your hair combed? Are you on time for your appointment? What is the count on your bank? Sorry, what's the balance on your bank account? And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the unique selling point of Heart Center LA. Because not only do we talk about law of Shen Qi Jing, not only do we do Tao Calligraphy light while breathing, but we are actually practical. We do this with eyes wide open and ears open. We're looking at the data, the evidence, and we are embodying everything I say. I don't just say it with my lips, I say it with every cell in my body, and you can feel it, can't you? Every week is a download, every week is a transmission, every week includes hours of meditation and the things that I have personally left behind, from the suffering to the liberation. So that is the value of Heart Center LA. You're not going to get there anywhere else. Who is going to give you the embodiment in the most street talk third dimension? Do you have a man or lady in your arms? So this time I'd like to hand it to Jay.
So, thank you so much, Winnie. We would never be without Winnie. The Heart Center is a platform not only for Winnie, but for all of us to thrive in community. It's a place for us to bring our attention, our focus together towards a common goal, which is each other's upliftment. It's really simple, actually. I'm a person with a PhD who really likes to overcomplicate things. But actually, what we do here at the Heart Center is really simple. We gather together not only in community, but in commonality of spirit, in full acknowledgement that each of us brings great wisdom. Each of us brings great power. Most of all, each of us brings great love. So now, taking a moment to connect with the 10 Tao calligraphy light wall. Connecting with the greatest love, which melts all blockages. Just feel the greatest love for a moment. Connecting with the greatest forgiveness truly lightens the load of our souls by forgiving all the resentment that we hold on to, going beyond this lifetime, forgiving even past lives and more. The greatest compassion, the greatest compassion has really transformed my practice because I have been someone who is very judgmental. The greatest compassion teaches me over and over that the person who I judge worse is me. And that all there is to forgive and have compassion for my struggles and my sufferings, your struggles and your sufferings. Greatest compassion brings us all together, eliminates judgment, and boosts our energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity because it reduces and reduces and reduces our resistances. So really give yourself the gift of the greatest compassion. Receive the greatest light in your life. In your mind, in your actions. Greatest light brings us clarity, brings us hope. And the greatest humility has been the greatest teacher to me. I'm sure that this will surprise all of you, but I brought a bit of arrogance when I first came to the Heart Center. And the greatest humility helps us purify the excesses of our ego. The greatest harmony helps us all work together, join our efforts, overlook each other's shortcomings, and encourage each other to build strengths. The greatest flourishing brings us the vitality and the resources that we need to serve in a bigger and bigger way. The greatest gratitude creates positivity, creates a loop whereby we are grateful and therefore we are given more to be grateful for. The greatest service empowers us to empower each other, to bring happiness, healthfulness, and empowerment to each other. And finally, is the greatest enlightenment. Connecting with the field of these 10 Dao calligraphies. Taking a moment now to really deeply align with the field. And I'd like to call April up tonight to receive Tao Calligraphy Light Wall Blessing. April, if you join me. So April has been tirelessly and dutifully serving the Heart Center from the very beginning. She's shown up over and over again to our events. She has sometimes served as a volunteer, sometimes as one of our staff. April is a beloved member of the Heart Center team. I really want to thank, in this moment, our Heart Center team. Because without you, Chloe and April, Veronica, Alan, Amanda, of course, Winnie and Jay, without you, none of this is possible. So I really want to thank you, April, and welcome you to join me.
Okay.
So we're going to give a blessing of the greatest light and the greatest forgiveness. So focus on your third eye and see the light coming in. So we'll chant greatest forgiveness first. So we are connecting with the greatest forgiveness, focusing into your third eye in your brain. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant greatest forgiveness. Greatest forgiveness. Deeply inhale. Fill your brain with light of the greatest forgiveness. And exhale, chant. Greatest forgiveness. 2, 3, 4, 5. Greatest forgiveness. Now, seeing the light, focusing on your throat, your entire throat area, including your chakra. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest forgiveness. Now allowing the light to grow, to include the head, the throat, the heart, front and back. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest forgiveness. Opening your heart fully, front and back, to receive the light of the greatest forgiveness. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest forgiveness. Now opening your whole body, every cell, every space between every cell, to the light of the greatest forgiveness. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Greatest forgiveness. Now focusing the greatest light, bringing the light in through your crown, down through your entire central channel, lighting up your central channel, going all the way to your root chakra. And we will chant the greatest light. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest light. Deeply inhale. Fill your entire brain, your entire cranium with the light of the greatest light. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest light. Bringing the light down through your heart. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest forgiveness. Sorry, excuse me. Greatest light. Deeply inhaling from all directions into the core of your being. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest light. Bringing the light into every cell and between every cell. Really bring it in. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really see the darkness leaving as smoke as you chant. Greatest light. Again, deeply inhaling from all directions, packing the light into the core of your being, letting every cell vibrate with the greatest light. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest light. Last time, really see yourself as the light. You are the lighthouse. You are the light. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, shine your light. Greatest light. greatest light, feeling yourself shining, the light of the Tenda, forgiven and glowing. How. Thank you. Love you. Gong sung, respectfully return. All the souls who joined us, supported this practice today. Thank you so much to our dear April. Thank you to Master Sha for sharing his Tao calligraphy technology with us.
Thank you so much, Jay, for flowing that through. Each day is just so incredible and more incredible than the last. Each moment is truly Heart Center LA has transformed my existence, my life. Just every day, it's just better and better and better and better. Really, it's all about more joy, more love. It's really amazing what you and Winnie make possible for everybody. Yeah.
Thank you so much, April. And apparently, is it your birthday, April?
It's actually this weekend.
Oh, is it?
But today
well, let's sing happy birthday to April. Let's sing happy birthday to April and Heart Center. So let's sing happy birthday to April first.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear April. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, dear Heart Center. Happy birthday, dear Heart Center. Happy birthday, dear Heart Center. Third year, yay! Happy birthday to all of us and many more. Thank you all. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to next week, next year, and coming years with you at the Heart Center.
And if you like to deepen the understanding of Tao and the circle and come home to your Heart Center, tune in every week.
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning at 7 a.m., we have Tao calligraphy light wall practice. We also have practice every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. You can find us online at breathing.heartcenter.la for that practice. Of course, you can join us here every week at heartcenter.la/connection for our beloved Heart Center connection. And you can find our website at heartcenter.la. I am Jay Dubois. This is Winnie Chan Wang. This is April Aoki and Chloe Ann Weiser. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Thank you to everybody online.
Yes.
Veronica.
Thank you.
Helen.
Thank you.
Everyone who'll see it later.
Love you.
Love you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye, everyone. Love you all.
Okay, blow out your beautiful cake if you
Okay,
want to.
2, 3. Way.
Yay.
This is for you too online. Enjoy.
Woo. Thanks, Helen. Great to see you. Hi, Veronica.
Okay, awesome.
Love you all.
Bye.
Your birthday is in April.
It is. It's Saturday.
They named you after your birthday.
Yeah, on Saturday.
This Saturday?
Uh-huh.
You could have been called Saturday.
I could have been called Saturday.
At least you were called April.
No, that would have been original.
That would have been original.
And you could have been called August.
I know. There's a. Oh no, it's winter. Yeah.
Oh, winter.
Oh no, autumn. It's autumn. In my class.